Others want it near the passenger. The council also has to determine how to pay for the safety measure and work with police to make the
TV down so I don't have to talk
pushing
louder than necessary.
Okay, it's 441 right now. It's still to come. A serious flaw. Apple disabling a new FaceTime feature. So it's a new feature. It does something you might not have intended to do. But I'll tell you.
Here we are, and with this leg, you know, this sciatic nerve, this leg, and each person have to tailor their physical activities according to their particular needs, because everybody have different needs. Everybody have different needs. So in my case, I have a problem with this leg. So what I'm going to do to warm up this leg is that I'm going to take this basketball, and if I wanted something even more softer and something that can be a little bit more sturdy and comfortable, I will use this ball, right? And so the problem in this leg, as I can describe right now, is that like there's pins and needles at the bottom of my foot. There's like pins and needles, and that also comes from the lack of blood circulation, um, and other neurotic problems in there. So what is good to do for me, and it makes it feel a whole lot better, is to work on it. See how I'm leaning? That lean. See that lean? And I'm keeping my back straight. In that sense, it helps out a lot with the pain in that leg. And at the same time, this TV is still a little bit too loud. Okay. I feel that I have to talk a little bit louder for some reason. Okay. Okay. So even though that this is the targeted leg, this is the targeted leg, that thing seems to be beaming or something, right? I don't like the way that looks. Okay. Let me try to turn this around maybe. Put it in a different position so the light can like shine, but gee, it is. Okay. Or should I bring the light? I don't know where to put it, guys. I'll tell you the truth. I should have been set all this stuff up, right? All right. It's gonna stay like that. Okay. So while I'm working on this, okay. So while I'm working, okay, make it safe. I have to remember that there's something behind me here. Can't afford to fall. Back. Okay. So here we are with this particular leg, which is the problem. And even when I lift it like this, you can still feel some tingling on the right side pretty much now. And notice how I lift it up like this, which is really good to pivot the foot. Putting the hands on the hip to give it a little bit more stability. and straightening up the back. Even though that this is the targeted leg that needs that attention, the other leg also gets attention once this leg has been focused on, and then you can just ease back this one that is not a problem and just straighten out that leg without putting the heel of the foot, without putting the heel of the foot on the floor. This is the heel. Just lean back. Taking a deep breath. Hold it. And you can just feel the oxygen that was just inhaled warm up and fill the body. At the same time you're treating this leg, keeping the heel up, and then slowly release. Hands on hip. These are also yoga moves. When you're taking your time to fix, repair a certain body part that is ailing you, you take that focus on it. You do things like this because it's good for your body. When I started out this morning on this leg, I can only kick about this side, and it was a lot of pain. When I started stretching, I got up a little bit higher. But with my right leg, I'm able to kick this side. At least this side. With the front kick. So important that the hips, especially if you're up in age, you have to be very careful. And even when you're young, people think, because somebody is old, injuries, should be taken seriously. But if anybody with any age, injuries should be taken seriously. Once you're injured, it's hard to recover. So with all that focus there, so I also had this little fight dummy that I made, and I love to teach, with it. And one of my main teaching methods is self-defense. I love to teach self-defense, and we know and understand that self-defense is not you instigating a fight, but it's for when you need to defend yourself. Okay? So, like I said earlier, I was able to kick up here, at least up here with my right foot, my right leg, and I was very limited in the beginning, kicking right here with my leg. And then after I stretched, I was able to kick a little higher. So, don't know if you guys can see that. Did you guys get that? I don't think so because I was like all the way back this way, right? So let me move this over, the camera over, because I don't think y'all caught that. So here it is. Excuse me. Okay. So here it is. This is wonderful, wonderful uh, mixed martial arts, Tai Chi, yoga. You know, you're stretching your muscles, you're working on stretching your legs, being able to be flexible. You know, see that flexibility? And then here we have left. A little bit better. Okay. So then let's try this. Huh? Right? Right? Mm-hmm. 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 So all of these technique, especially that this is the targeted um, way. So what I want to do is get the ball and put it a little higher than the other leg, which will give it a little bit more focus and a little bit more tension, whereas it's different from the other leg. So it's recognizing that something different is happening to this leg. And what you can do, like, just take the ball to the ball of your foot and just stretch your leg. Just sit there, maybe read a book, maybe even read a sentence or something. I mean, so many different things you can do. Check your phone, check your email. See, maybe you got some good news, huh? What else? Make a video. Hmm? Make a video like Malikah. What about that, huh? Yes. Oh my goodness, this feels so good, I tell you. And let me tell you why it feels good. Not only does it work on this leg, which is the targeted limb to be focusing on, but it also helps on the back because the usage we do so much to our spines creates a severe problem for us. Our spine is always in alignment. Usually we're like standing up or laying down, and we do a lot of that. We don't do a lot of like focusing on our limbs to treat it good. It's so important. So this ball is a good object to help. Then you can start rolling it like this, slowly or fast, depending on how you're feeling. It's all about you. It's not about, everybody else and what everybody else is doing. It's about you to personalize your needs. I always tell myself, you can't take care of no one unless you can take care of yourself first. That is so important. And there are things that we all going to want to do in life that may not seem appropriate, but we still have to make appropriate choices regardless of any appropriateness. So that is so important with that kind of ball. The basketball you can do it with, or you can do it with the step ball. I bought this approximately 4 years ago, I guess, and it's been in my life ever since and have not left. So beautiful. This ball is a little bit more sturdy for people with medical issues dealing with their limbs. So the reason why the sturdiness is so much better is that you can somewhat sink your foot into it, and unlike the basketball, which is much harder, and you can stand in this position for like maybe 5-10 minutes, and reap the benefits. I mean, it's great benefits arising from things like this. Taking care of your body, it's great health benefits. And that feels really good. Once, you begin to focus on your body and stuff, and you can tailor it the way that you want it to be. And it's going to take a lot of work. It's not going to happen overnight. It took me many years to get to where I am. By the way, this is a brass bracelet. Since I was a child, I've been told that copper, this helps like draw out a lot of the impurities of the body and help create some type of oxygenated mineral into the body. So it's good to wear this. So I kind of want to line my body up with copper to help take away all the impurities, and natural way to take away pain. Yes, it is. I mean, incredible. One of the natural ways. Okay, so let's take this down, and let's see. I need to get a step stool or something. Also, I'm going to need this chair. Okay. So we have this antenna here. It's a little bit of interference. I have to remove this for safety reasons too. And get some water here. Oh, yeah. Okay. So to further work on this leg, I'm going to attempt to put it up here so that it can relieve the tension and the tightness. Because the purpose of doing this is to loosen up the muscles, to make the muscles flexible. The more flexible a person is, the less likely they are to become injured. But then again, it can be said in reverse, because the more flexible a person is, the more fragile they can become, because they're more flexible and they're doing a lot that can cause injury. So it's good if you do, and it's good if you don't. So it's better, I think, the greatest benefit if you do. So, and that is stretch. Don't be afraid, consult in your doctors, and definitely do something active like this. So with this stability, let me turn it around so you can get a side view of what I'm doing. Get a better side view. So this helps a lot with the stability. I'm going to keep it there for about 15 seconds. Probably want to straighten up your back, right? Even though that this leg is not really a problematic leg, probably just want to do the same thing. So you can just treat both, but at the same time you may want to focus a little bit more on this one. Then you probably want to do a lot of different exercises. You see how the heel of my back foot, can you see it? Is not touching the floor. The heel of my back foot is not touching the floor. I'm trying to go down as far as I can. Maybe want to tilt the head down to the knees. You know, because exercising equipment can assist in a lot of different ways, as long as it's safe to lean. You have to test it to make sure it's safe to lean on, because you just can't use it for other than its purposes. You can become seriously injured or even death. So it's very dangerous using exercise equipment for other than what it's been built for to make. And if you do it, make sure you examine it to make sure it's sturdy enough to hold your weight in a certain area before you actually perform a certain task. Always check your equipment for safety. Make sure it's locked and secured. All right, so we have these little techniques to help out, stretch a little bit. And let's work on the arms just a little bit. Hands to the front, forward, backwards, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, forward, backwards, forward, backwards, forward, backwards, side, down, side, down, up, down, up, down, back, down, back, down, out, up, out, straightening out the arms, level it with the shoulders, is really good. It's really good. Okay, so let's say we have a chair. Try to do something else here. And a person like me, I want to just sit down and relax for a few minutes, right? But instead of just sitting down relaxing, I can take these up, right? And sit down. And actually play with these, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to rotate the head slowly, sitting straight up in the chair. Let me turn the chair to the side so you can get a better view of your back posture and what it should look like. Okay, so here we are in the chair. Your back posture should be straight up. In the chair. And, okay, what are we supposed to do here? All right, so, oh my goodness, I forgot here. Back posture. Dumbbells. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so back posture, dumbbells, and the reason why you want to straighten up your back is because like so much damage is already done to our spine. the wear and tear of our bones, and the dissipation of fluids in certain areas of our bones. So it's so important to oxygenate our spine with proper alignment. Once the spine is properly aligned, it gets a lot of good oxygen, and the best oxygen, in fact, because it's not infected. It just has a clear way to flow through. So exercising, great posture, it's a better chance of living a little longer than not doing it at all. So, all right, so here we go. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, these are 5 pounds each. They're a little bit too heavy for me, but I'm still struggling with them, and I take my time, as you can notice. All right, so you see me do these in several repetitions already, in segments of 10 and 5. And the reason why I did 5 is because I'm very limited in that particular position to be able to put the weights. So let's see, what exercise can we come up with in using this chair besides sitting in it? Like if you have a chair like this, like one foot is lower than the other, this is another way of trying to strengthen your leg. Is raise one leg above the other and take your thumbs into your leg and press on your leg in rows of 2 and columns of 2. And you begin here because, as you can feel, if you were to follow me right now and do this, you will feel all of this technique of massaging stimulating almost your whole leg and even your brain. That's how serious this is. Anything that feels good and satisfies the brain is a stimulant that is going to be wanted over and over again, like so many different things in life. So this is just one technique amongst the hundreds and thousands of others. And then you can maneuver along the leg either with one hand on one side, or you can use the right hand for the other side, and just do the same thing that you started out right here, because the object of everything is to stimulate the leg so that it does not remain as ill as it is. Just like with my arm, I have nerve damage on this entire side. So with me stimulating and doing physical therapy, I'll be in physical therapy almost 7 days a week if that was the case. So I have to perform physical therapy on myself a lot and go to physical therapy. So a good way to stimulate this problem, especially with the nerves in my hand, is to also put pressure to treat it, you know? Remind it that the blood needs to flow, you know? The brain doesn't tell the blood to flow. That's something that naturally happens through nature. We can't tell our brain to tell our blood to flow. We have to do things to create ways for our blood to flow. So all of this stimulation, for me, is personalized because these are the issues that I have. And maybe someone have the same issues. And you can definitely, and even if you don't, this is very stimulating for your body and your mind and your soul. You know, I teach this stuff. And it's very good. It'll make you feel so much better. You don't even have to be sick. You just do this to yourself. So you'll know and you'll tell your blood, like I said, to treat you good, to flow. I'm looking for a ring. I hope I didn't lose it. That's one of my favorite rings ever. My Nation of Gods and Earth's ring. Yeah, I better hurry up and find that bad boy. Anyway, stimulation of the fingers. Okay, so you want to take it and twist it a little bit, because we use our hands for almost every single thing. Then you want to come down on the wrist, and probably just squeeze it a little bit. And then the same thing for the arm. Like, I had surgery several times on my arm. So stimulating an injured limb also helps repair it or get it close to repair. Now this one, let me put both of my legs in an even manner, and even this one is not injured. You can still work on it. It's so good. Help with the shoulders. Rotating the head really slowly. Really bring it to the targeted area you want to without trying to move your body. The purpose of just doing the head this manner is to loosen up the tension in the shoulders and all the tension that is in the head that causes headaches. You can feel the stimulation of the universe as you take in the necessity of the oxygen, and you can feel your blood flow. Like, I have a serious crook right now in my neck, but that's not going to stop, right? Unless I do something active about it. You can't just lay in pain. You gotta make sure areas. And you can feel sounds like crunching of potato chips sometimes. If it gets so tense, you can hear it right in your neck and shoulders. You can hear the crackling as you're stimulating them. You can hear it. And the reason why you don't want to move around your other limbs connected to the head is because you want to focus on getting the tension from headaches, maybe head injuries, maybe because you sat in a certain position for so long and now your muscles are stiff. So all of this stimulation in a yoga-ism manner creates an outlet to eliminate pain. All these yoga, Indian, martial artists, dance, stretch, aerobic moves in combination it's beautiful. All of this stimulation now you want to do the shoulders. Relax the shoulders on your lap, and then you want to bring your shoulders up, and you want to bring your shoulders back. You want to bring them down. You want to bring them forward, and you want to bring them back up. Okay? So it's up, back, down, forward, 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 up, back, down, forward. Okay, let's do it backwards. Backwards, up, forward, backwards, up, forward, down, backwards, up, forward, down, backwards. Oh, that feels so good. Hold it. Arch the back. Yes. Arching the back. Forward, up, down. Yes. Peace and blessings, guys. This is Malikah.